Is up, Force fam? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're gonna be checking out a updated version of Rey with the new base Fortress Vader from Legends of Force. This deck has been really sweet. I think we've seen a ton of Rey lately with Data Vault, but I think this is a version that is worth talking about, which is a little more focused on the hand disruption aspect combined with the new Force mechanic that we'll be getting. This deck has been great so far in testing. So we're, some of the new cards that kind of have stood out so far, especially, have been Constructed Lightsaber, which has been absolutely amazing. So basically, what this card says, if you attach it to a non-hero, non-villainy, it gains Sentinel. So there's a few cards in here that will become a solid Sentinel body for us. Witch of the Mist becomes a 4/7, which is a pretty beefy Sentinel on turn 2. Night Sister Warrior becomes a beefy Sentinel as a 4/5. Churret becomes an even bigger Sentinel as a 5/8, and that's actually one of the best targets for Constructed Lightsaber because Churret is an amazing Sentinel. Definitely depends on the matchup, but Churret is just nuts in here. Churret is the other card that has been really, really strong in testing. And then you can even use the Anakin as a Sentinel to make it a 7/10, which is pretty nutty as well. So that's one aspect of that card. And then when you're playing it on any hero unit, it gets Restore 2, which is incredible because we already have some Restore effects in here, and it just gives them boosted Restore effects. It pumps up a lot of these cheaper units, especially if we combine Constructed Lightsaber with a Rey experience token. So, for example, like you make Yoda a 3/5 and then play a Constructed Lightsaber on it, and then it becomes a 5/8 with Restore 4, which is crazy. Rey itself is a great target for Constructed Lightsaber because it becomes if we attack first, then you can make it a 3/7. But if you just attach to it, it becomes a 4/9 with Restore 5. So Rey is definitely one of the best targets. There is an argument to play Ataru Onslaught as a way to just attack it twice with Rey and gain 10 life on a swing turn. And I have tried that out a significant amount. But what it comes down to is like it's great against AI because AI is not smart enough, at least in testing, to deal with this. But against real people, they're not going to do that. Like they're not going to let you have that. So it hasn't really worked out. So I did take that out. But the idea with that was from one of my Patreon members had talked to me about it, and it's a really good idea. But basically, because it says ready a force unit that has 4 power or less, you can attack him with Rey twice for essentially for 8 damage and gain 10 life, which is crazy. But it's really hard to pull that off, to get that combination of cards and pull it off. It's great when it works against AI, but I have not been able to pull it off against humans because they're just trying to kill Rey or just not letting that happen. So, but let's start off with, Witch of the Mist is a maybe card for sure. Like this is still a work in progress. But as of right now, that is the best target. There is a card that lets you put a shield on a Sentinel, but we don't play a ton of Sentinels in here. I mean, we do have Churret and we do have Concord Dawn on the side, so it's possible that might be the better choice. It also gives us the ability to immediately get Restore online, but it's a 0/3. So if you pump it up on turn 1, it becomes a 1/4, and then it would become a 3/7 with Restore 2. So that might be a card to consider. But for right now, I like the Witch of the Mist because it's hidden on turn 1, so it can't be killed right away. Of course, we're playing the 3 Force Throw as long as that card is legal after the set drops. A lot of people think it might get banned. It's very possible, but I don't know. You still the thing with Force Throw for me is like it's a great card. It's amazing, but it's still you can play around it. So who knows? I don't think it's as broken as Triple Dark Raid was, for example. Sorcerer's Blast is a new addition. This card is great. It takes the place of Open Fire for me in the main board, just as a strong way to immediately take out a threat, and only for 1 resource, which is great. The Addy Gallia is a great turn one play. Sort of like pinging their base slowly. It's a 2/4, so we can make it a 3/5 on turn two if we want to, which is nice. So we can, immediately take out things that are on the ground to kind of slow our opponent down. And its ability is nice. Black one, of course, is just a great space target for Rey because it immediately becomes a 4/4 on turn two when we give an experience token. Night Sister is nice in here. That's a maybe card as well, but I've enjoyed having it just because it's another cheap way to activate Force. It's another way to draw cards, which we want to do in Rey, and it's a 2/2, so we can pump it up to a 3/3 and make it relevant as an attacker. That was another cool thing about Ataru Onslaught was that you could play cards like that and then immediately attack in with him and play defense. So it's still an argument to play that card. It's just from the testing against live people, I just was not able to even find a situation where I could use it. Yaddle is another very cool new card. Gives all of our other Jedi units restore 1. So if you're able to keep that card alive, you can just really get a ton of restore going. And then again, it's another unit that we can pump up to a 3/5 to make it relevant. Also a great constructed lightsaber target as well on turn 2 to make it a 4/7 with restore 3. So that's pretty strong as well against certain matchups. 3 disabling Fangfighter, of course, just to deal with all these lightsabers and still just to have a way to deal with things like upgrades and pilots and the pilot leaders. So that's been very important in a lot of matchups. Couple Jedi Knight I like. Just a nice way to ping things when we have the initiative occasionally. It's kind of like a techie card, but it also gives us another target for constructed lightsaber and another force target as well. Specifically the restore effect side of force targets. 3 Yoda, of course, for card draw, for restore. It's just a great card in Rey in general. To make it a 3/5, constructed lightsaber makes it even better with that restore 4. Chirrut is, like I said, absolutely amazing. So what Chirrut does, it can often just take multiple hits and stay alive. And because we have so much card draw in here, we're often finding another Chirrut or finding that constructed lightsaber to keep it alive even longer, which is crazy. So it can be it can really just kind of take over the game. Like as far as slowing our opponent down and getting us to our end game, it's just such an awesome card, especially in here. I think because we're focused on getting these other units on the ground to do good things and to beef them up with Rey. So it kind of it's like a shield. It shields our other units while we get them stronger and get our board built up, get those restore effects going. And then on top of that, if we find the lightsaber, we can keep it alive or find another Chirrut. It's just been awesome playing that card. Such a fun card to play. A couple of new cards that just came out today. I was able to test them out today. From one of my friends, Mario, who's always updating cards on Petronaki very quickly so that I can play test. He's awesome, dude. But Itinerant Warrior. So this is a new card, another techie card. So it comes in shielded. So there's definitely an argument that you can play 3 because of the shield alone is awesome. But the when played ability, use the Force and you can gain 3 heal 3 from your base. So just another restore effect. And then I'm playing 3 Kiadi Mundi. It's when played to use the Force and you can draw 2 cards. So this again, just tons of card advantage. The drawing 2 cards absolutely combined with Pillage and Force Throw is just nuts. As far as card advantage goes, we're sitting there with hands of 6, 7, 8 cards, and our opponent has 2 or 3 or less a lot of times, which is just backbreaking because we have just tons of cards at our disposal to do different things at different times. 3 Fell the Dragon. If I were to adjust to try to get Ataru Onslaught back in here, it would be Fell the Dragon. Just cut 1 copy maybe, and then maybe something else for the Ataru, but so again, this is all just a work in progress, still figuring things out, but I really like where it's at the moment. A couple Pillage in the main, the 3rd copy's on the side for more hand disruption, since that's one of our focuses in this build. 3 Anakin. Anakin is another just MVP. The card is just absolutely nuts. It's going to be so good in so many things. In particular, it's really going to be amazing in Nala if Nala is able to compete, just because Nala naturally has both heroes and villains in it. So you can -3 2 different units or just -6 on 1 unit essentially. But in here, it's just another way, another piece of removal, and another way for us to just kind of take over the game. Anakin, I mean, I can tell you right now, any deck that I'm going to be playing the next set is going to be blue because I'm going to be playing Anakin or Baby Luke. Like Baby Luke is just nuts. It, especially when you combine it with Luke right afterwards. So like you just taking over the board, right? Or you're setting up your units on the board to knock out something by making it weaker, or even for your removal. So just a really awesome card. Can't say enough about that card. It's been so much fun to play it. I mean, I honestly I can't see myself not playing blue because of how strong Anakin is. One Rival's Fall, second copy on the side, just have a way to deal with strong leaders. That's also a maybe card in the main board, I think, at this point, just because we have so many pieces of removal. Three Luke, of course. One Crate Dragon, bringing the second copy in against more control type matchups. Couple Concord Dawn for space heavy decks. Couple Open Fire for space heavy decks. That's another way to deal with them. The Syndulla is in there against Ramp. We're bringing that in. Third copy of Pillage is coming in against Control, and the second copy of Rival's Fall is coming in against just powerful leaders or decks that have a lot of big payoffs. But yeah, let's get into a few games so I can kind of show you how much fun this deck is. This deck has been awesome. I think we're going to be saying REY until it rotates out. Like it's going to be relevant. Like these new force spaces are just really really cool, and I've really been enjoying this mechanic and all the cool things that you can do. But I love the some of these new cards like the Warrior and the Kiadi Mundi, uh, and just getting those online and being able to do it consistently. Like I said, this deck draws a ton of cards with Night Sister, with Yoda, with Kiadi Mundi. Like we are just drawing cards for days, and on top of that, it feels like we're drawing even more because of the hand disruption. So, um, but yeah, let's get into a few games. All right, no mulligan. All right. I'd imagine they don't have a lot of card draw, so Pillage could actually be pretty disgusting. Restore seems good. Let's keep 2 or 2 drops. All right, let's put them under pressure. Luke is great. Fortunately, can't go. Alright, so we're gonna go Yaddle, probably into black 1. We're keeping Pillage as an option just in case we can just kind of disrupt them completely. Enemy unit defeated. Oh. So just control their space, okay. That's actually not bad. Let's just get some units on board. I don't really care about the damage factor. Could have pumped that up, but then again, they could have like Merciless Contest or something. You know, Force Choke, potentially. All the things. Let's go black 1. There's the Force Choke I was talking about. Take the card draw though. Pillage immediately. Seems not bad. Destructed Lightsaber is definitely good for REY, and Ataru Onslaught is really good. So we're going to Pillage here. Just be a nuisance to a deck that doesn't draw a lot of cards. I mean, he has to have the Fallen Lightsaber for him to draw a card here. That's okay. Okay. So he's put under a lot of pressure, but again, I think we're okay. We're gonna pillage here on 5, just to kind of keep being as disruptive as possible. I think so. We're putting him under pressure, and then we're gonna get in for like 10 restore damage next turn is the plan. So he's gotta like with his one card, he's got to next turn find something really good. Oh, he has restore one. I forgot about that. Anakin's good. What does Anakin do for us here? I mean, does he have the card to kill Rey? It's gonna be a 2/6. Let's try. See if we can make this happen. So we can gain 10 life here if he doesn't have something to kill us. He's going into Rey. 2/3, make it 9 damage. Or 9 health. He's deciding, I guess. I don't know. Okay, he did the thing I was talking about. So, see what he does. Can take one more hit. At least get in for 5 health. Okay. Go and face for 13 to 17 to do a 5 damage life swing, or are we just killing his 2-drop and surviving? I think that's what we're doing. Okay. Go there, pass. Another Ataru. I don't think that's what we want right now. I think we want a removal. Okay, we're gonna take 4, potentially. Either way, we get Luke on board. It's the plan. Okay. Sure. Okay, so let's go Luke. Take that out. Try to stabilize here. There's a Vader. We're gonna claim the initiative, take that Vader out. The fell. Okay. um, that is a thing. So, what do we do here? Go face, gain 3, go 18, force him to interact. And then we just minus the one he doesn't attack with. I'm guessing he's gonna attack with Vader first. So then we can just kill Darth Tyrannus and get Anakin on board. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. He's taking the experience off a black one, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just go there. Yeah, so he thought he was going to be able to his play pattern originally was I can do this and this. That's a cool card. So we can go to 22. If he goes face, I'm just attacking him with Luke and claiming the initiative. Oh, he can do 2 damage to us, right? He may deal 2 damage to a unit. Okay. Well, he went face, so we're gonna go claim the initiative and attack him with Luke then, because we can get up to 22, 24 with this and this, but that's not enough. Yeah, we're just gonna claim the initiative and attack him with Luke. Don't need Yaddle. To 24, and then we have lethal. Oh no. What happened? I'm unsure about Watto in here. I might want it to just be another force unit, but yeah, we have so many different options here, but we're just gonna go face. And was the game up? Yeah, I'm unsure about Watto. I kind of want it to be that Jedi that comes in and does 2 damage, just because I want to keep my force stuff online and have more force. Yeah, for sure. Pillage helped that game. Take care. All right. No mulligan. I hate that we keep getting Crate Dragon against this deck early on, but that is gotta be a resource. We have a pretty good curve here. We could also pump up Display Night Sister. I like the restore effects. I do like Pillage too. Let's hold on to the Pillage. Pillage could actually be pretty effective against them. Alright, 2-5 is pretty strong. Hopefully it doesn't have the lightsaber here, because that would be bad. Let's go in for 2. There's the lightsaber that I was talking about. Isn't that weird? So, okay. I think we're going Yaddle here. Pumping up these and attacking into that thing. Okay. Hmm. Wait, undo. Um, so we did 2, he took 2, yeah. Okay. Do we just pillage here? 6-9, yeah. It sucks when they have all the things, right? We really need to fell the dragon here. Another Yaddle. We're gonna get him to... So he can play a 6-cost unit at this point, which is not great. And get him to 3 damage. Open fire would be nice. I think we're just gonna have to. Does pillage even make sense at this point? Not really. Not entirely. Let's get Yoda down. Another General's Blade? You gotta be pooping my pants. You gotta be kidding me. So we really need to fill the dragon at this point. Because that does that do 4 less with 2 General's Blades? That's insane. So we're just gonna have to attack into this thing at this point. Okay. Fill the dragon, please. Did you get to play a unit here? You didn't get to play a unit? Okay. Turret is a card. That is a card. Okay, we can play Turret here. Either way, Turret's dead. He gets to flip Obi-Wan. Also, he takes 3, goes to 9. We can pump up Yoda, and we can actually take this thing out, which is nice. What does that do? Tax in. Okay, so we're gonna use the Force so it doesn't kill it. We're gonna go here. Yourself, draw a card. Nice. So now that will die. Okay, we get Rey next turn, okay. We still have the Force, which is nice. We have the thing where we can do the combo, potentially. We also have Pillage Force Throw, which is disgusting. We also have Anakin to kill that, which I think is what we want to do. Do we have? Yes, we have the ability to do so. So we're definitely going to use Anakin here. I think. Okay. Um, that's fine. That's totally fine. Actually, thank you, because Churd is disgusting. So yeah, we're gonna use Anakin, just making sure. Too many times in testing, I've played Anakin and not been able to kill things. Is he going face? No. We're gonna go ahead and just kill him. Choose a target. Okay, I said Obi-Wan. Okay. Can kill it. That is totally fine. Another Anakin is not bad. Churd is not bad. Do we need Kiadi Mundi? I don't think so. We can make this a Sentinel if we play Constructed Lightsaber, but we already have Churd as a Sentinel. I don't think we're worried about Taro Onslaught right now. Let's pillage. Just try to catch him off guard. Okay. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Well, okay. Take 8 here. It's not great. Maybe it was force throwing was the better option. Yeah, probably. Fell the Dragon is good. Anakin kills something. Sure, it blocks something, so we can do sure plus fell, I guess. Could also draw 2 more cards. Constructed Lightsaber is going to become useful at a certain point, but we need a hero card. So we're definitely fell the dragon here. Probably play a unit, right? Turret. Okay. I don't want to get rid of Anakin. We're so close to losing this game. Okay, it's got to be force throw. We need Sorcerer's Blast in here. Why is that not in here? Okay. Do I want to use the force? Sure. That was a good draw. Okay. He could have Waylay again. We know he plays Waylay. Taking 3, okay. 5. Turret's gonna be good here. Double turret is even better. Is there any reason to have a third card? Yes, because we can play force throw. I also like the idea of playing double constructed lightsaber, but Play doesn't have a Waylay here, because that's annoying. We're just playing defense now. I don't have the force. Um, just play all the turrets. Let's go here. No. Um, let's play force throw. Hopefully he has something big too. I mean something. If he has something huge, we can play fell. Okay. So we're gonna play turret. Yes. Playing the initiative. Force throw's good. This is a good one too. So many things here. Anakin's good. Force throw's good. Constructed lightsaber's good. They're all good. I think we're keeping our hand. Turret can survive. So let's hold on. Let's undo that. Let's just play force throw and eliminate something from their hand. Okay, 1. Does it matter? No. Want to save the fell as an option here. We don't have the force, so we're taking 3. Okay, we're gonna attack in. Okay. Constructed lightsaber. Beautiful. 4, 6. Uh, double constructed lightsaber. We have the force right now. We can gain 3 life. And we don't want to go too ham. Just because we don't want to. Is this a sentinel? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Did we turn the corner? Are you kidding me? Oof. What a doozy. What a doozy. Let's definitely get in with our life gain. Oh, he went constructed lightsaber. That's fine. We're gonna go constructed lightsaber again. That card's just winning us this game. It's crazy. Craziness. Churret, man. Churret. Oof. Uh, no. Just play it. We could play Luke or Anakin here. I think we could play Anakin plus lightsaber actually, which is pretty crazy. Good game. That was a crazy game. That game felt magical. How quickly we were able to, not quickly, but how we were able to do that because they got up to 20 damage. I mean, and after this turn, we would have gotten 6 restore. So we would have gotten lethal and down to 5 damage. So that just kind of shows you the power of like Churret. That was Churret's. Churret was MVP that game for sure. Just absolutely monstrous that game. Such a good card. Such a good card. Just a beast of a Sentinel. Especially if you, even if you attach this to it too. I was just in a situation where I needed to attach it to the hero cards because I needed to gain life. And it's already a Sentinel, so it just would have made it like a beefier Sentinel. But this card was nice too. That was a nice swing. Yeah, that came in handy for sure. It's a new addition from today. So is this. I mean, the card advantage we had that game too, combined with pillage, like we had 11 cards in our discard pile. Like just had massive card advantage too. Good one. All right, up against Boba Red. On no mulligan. Why are we always getting Great Dragon in our opening hand? This is another one where pillage can be devastating for them. But this is another one where constructed lightsaber is very important. Anakin is great, but we need to have life gain. So just go here, see what happens. Yoda is good. Force throw is good. Do you want to do 2 damage to that or just play Yoda? Getting Yoda online seems pretty important, especially because we can do a constructed lightsaber, then it's a restore 4. I don't think doing 2 damage to it is that great. I think Force Throw Pillage, though, is going to be absolutely devastating. Okay. I mean, you have to have an aggression, I guess. There's Churret. Double Pillage. Oof. I mean, his goal here is to take out Yoda, right? I think we don't necessarily need double Pillage. Okay. You didn't have the aggression or the... I mean, we're going to go face. This is not a deck that I care about my damage on my base as much because I have so many restore effects. Um, Attack him with Yoda, or do we make black one a 4/4 and then force throw? Play the constructed lightsaber. Let's try that. Let's try to bait that. Also, it keeps black one alive. He's not necessarily playing. Okay, there's the aggression. Yeah, that's what we were trying to bait, was the aggression, right? Sweet. So he didn't go for it, which is interesting. So he's going to do 4 to Yoda and defeat our upgrade, I guess? I would guess. Okay. So that's fine. Another black one. Um, Well, kind of, yeah, that definitely screwed up our options of the ground because we don't have anything we can play now because we did that. So maybe that wasn't the right play. That's okay. Play Churret, Force Throw next turn. Okay. Yoda. I like Yoda more than Night Sister here. Okay, he has initiative. Wants to trade in a black one. It's totally fine. Okay. Um, let's go Churret. Okay. Force Throw. 6. Okay. Well, absolutely, we're getting rid of that. We do not care about the Allegiant. Okay. Those are good cards. Okay, so we are on the Ray turn. Pillage is pretty good here. Okay, he went Ruthless Raider. It's fine. We don't have anything for that at the moment. We don't have a Disabling Fang Fighter. We do have Ray, Constructed Lightsaber. We also have Pillage here, which is great. Uh, we have Luke next turn. So I'm trying to decide. He can't play any cards from his hand anyways. At this point, he's just gonna do the thing with Boba, which is fine. He has an 8-10 on board. Yeah, we're going Constructed Lightsaber. Yoda. Not worried about that card. 3-5. Alright, don't need a second Yoda. I think Open Fire Pillage here is pretty devastating. So is Luke. Luke is probably one of our best plays. Aggression to take away our Constructed Lightsaber, I guess. Take both of our upgrades and kill Yoda. They did not kill Yoda. Okay. Hmm. Decisions. So we just play Luke here and minus the allegiance so that he can't kill us. He has to have an open fire. I think so. Nice. Okay. Still no Fell the Dragon or Saving Fang Fighter for us. He might have Devastator coming up now. Yep. Of course he does. That's not enough. We're gonna get in for 9. He's at 15, 13, 17. Do we just claim the initiative here and try to find a Fell the Dragon? Or do we just swing in? So many things to do here. Let's claim the initiative. Didn't find it. Fang Fighter's good though. Fang Fighter does help. So we'll take 9. Is there anything he could do to boost his damage? So we're going to take 9 plus 4 is 13. So he definitely has lethal. So we need to go here first. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he can get out of this one. That's why we claim the initiative. Same with Fang Fighter's great, but yeah. Good game. It's a good one.